I'm Mark Whitaker, and welcome to the next edition of Microsoft Monday. Once again, I'm joined with my main man, Kyle Nehs. Say hi, Kyle.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
All right. So we're here to talk once again, Kyle, if you recall, about the end of the month / start of the month updates for Microsoft. So take it away, my good man.
Just like we do every month at the start of the month, we have to take a look back at what came to the Teams platform the month prior. So today we're going to look at all the great announcements for Teams in June of 2023. I am going to focus on just a couple features for Teams rooms on Windows, and then there's a few devices I definitely want to call out as well. So there were actually 45 new features in the month of June, which is crazy. I honestly feel like that's probably the average these days as far as what Microsoft is putting out to the Teams platform. And keep in mind, right, that goes across Teams meetings, phone, it could be MTR on Windows or Android. So, we're not specific to one necessarily version of Teams, but 45 features no less is quite amazing. So as I mentioned, I'm going to jump down. I'm actually going to highlight some of the new Teams rooms on Windows features, as well as the Teams rooms on Android as well. So in the light of Teams rooms and devices, customers can now set custom background enhancements for Teams rooms on Windows. So, whatever you want to put on your splash screen, so this could be your single or dual display in the room. You can have your company logo, something as simple as that. Maybe it's going to be something more intricate that, has a picture of the team, has a picture of whatever you want it to be, really. And this is a feature that's going to be available with the Teams Room Pro license. There's a link within the blog that shows you how to set the custom background for Teams rooms on Windows. It is requiring a minimum resolution, so that's going to be 1080p, which is in line with the resolution that Teams rooms supports. And then the other Teams rooms on Windows feature that was just released was going to be viewing together mode for everyone on Teams rooms on Windows. So previously, you could only see it from your own perspective when you were in together mode, but now meeting organizers and presenters can select together mode for all participants and select layout to fit the meeting type. So this is just a way to kind of spice up, make the meetings more fun and inclusive. Nothing necessarily new in the sense that we've seen together mode before. It's just the way that it's toggled or enabled on Teams rooms on Windows is just going to change up a little bit here. And then last but certainly not least, as far as Teams rooms updates, you can now set default meeting layouts for Teams rooms on Android. So whether it's going to be content only, content in gallery, whatever IT admins want to set that as the default for their rooms or maybe a subset of rooms, you now have the ability to do that. Teams Room Standard, Premium, and or Pro service customers additionally can have front row as one of their default layouts as well. So something to keep in mind, something that does depend on the license that you have as well as the platform that you're on, whether that be Windows or Android, but some great new features for the Teams Room space. Moving on, I, of course, want to highlight some devices that were newly certified and it's going to be one for both the Teams Room space as well as the Teams Display space. So Lenovo's ThinkSmart Core with IP controller is newly certified. It has been shipping for a few weeks now in both the Core and controller variant as well as the Core full room kit. But really, this compute should be pretty familiar to most people watching this video. The thing that's changing, obviously, is going to be the touch controller itself that is bundled with either the compute or full room kit option. And the biggest difference is the way that it's connected back to the compute, and that is over IP. It is power over IP, so there is a breakout box that lives between the touch controller and the compute that supplies power and extends the HDMI ingest, because yes, we did add HDMI ingest to the IP controller right at the base there, so you no longer have to run that HDMI cable from the front of the room to the table if you want to share content via HDMI. So I think it's a really great addition to the portfolio for us and something I think is going to be pretty popular going forward. And then last, but certainly not least, the one last thing I did want to highlight today is actually going to be Lenovo's new ThinkSmart View Plus. And this is our newest Teams display offering. It is technically a second-gen device, although I would say it's a net new design when it comes to our Teams display offering. It's a 27-inch monitor, it's touchscreen, there's a stylus for whiteboarding. The peripherals that are included are a 4K camera with AI features such as auto zoom, frame, active speaker tracking, and then there's a soundbar at the bottom there that has mics and speakers built in. These are both connected via USB-C and or magnet in the case of the soundbar, so these are upgradable in the future. The device can run as a standalone Teams display unit. It can be reserved if you have a Teams shared device license, and it could run an individual's E3 or E5 license as well without the need for any external compute. In the event that you want to use this as a peripheral and or monitor, you can plug it your laptop in with a single USB-C cable. It's going to supply 65 watts of power. You can leverage all the I/O on the back for a USB-C hub and use it as a primary display and or secondary display, and daisy chain it to maybe an existing 27-inch monitor. But all of our latest Lenovo ThinkVision monitors follow the same design language, so we did design this to kind of blend in as opposed to stand out. It does come with a stand included, but it is VESA compatible as well. But yeah, Mark, I think that's kind of what I want to highlight today. I don't know if you have any comments there, but there's certainly plenty more features for everyone to go take a look at. Just want to call out a few to highlight today.
Excellent, Kyle. So I'm still stuck, and it's one of the very first things you said. I'm still stuck on the fact there's 45 updates. That just blows me away.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. Quick sneak peek for coming up next month, incidentally, that I expect to see on this same call or same announcement next month, is that just today we got certified with our ThinkSmart 1 with our IP controller. So that's a little quick sneak peek for the next month topic, hopefully. But get it out there, and hopefully everybody gets to try to start using our IP controller and start really digging into that device. And I think that device is going to be an amazing device for us moving forward.
I agree, Mark. Yeah, I can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. But we're this close, right? So it won't be too long.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you very much for joining me today, Kyle, and I really appreciate you joining everybody for our Microsoft Monday, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. But in the meantime, do me a favor, go and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it very much. Leave me some comments. Let me know some things you might like to see. We have a new segment coming out soon, hopefully, with Wednesdays with Whitaker. That would be me, where I get to answer all of your questions. And it doesn't have to be Smart Collab related. I'm willing to answer any question you want to throw at me. So try me out. Anyway, do me a favor. And like I said, come join us again next time. And until then, I'll see you then.
I will see you next Monday.